The absolute 43 and absolute 63 are simple to maintain, as we will show you in this video. If you do not properly maintain your pellet stove, you may experience the following. Lower efficiency. If the stove is not cleaned, accumulating carbon and/or fly ash will not allow the stove to achieve your desired heat output. Chimney fire. Lack of cleaning could cause a chimney fire because the air-to-fuel mixture can become improperly balanced due to a creosote buildup. Staining on exterior walls. With a clean stove, you essentially cannot see the emissions coming out of the vent. When the stove is not cleaned, repetitive smoke from the chimney may cause stains. Not maintaining a set temperature. If your stove does not maintain your set temperature, it most likely needs cleaned. Lazy yellow flame. If you experience a weak or lazy yellow flame, the burn pot holes may need to be thoroughly cleaned. Keeping your stove clean and efficient is easier than ever with Harman's exclusive touch control. It constantly calculates the amount of fuel burned and will provide a message on the home screen to scrape the burn pot, remove ashes, and perform total cleaning of the unit. When you see these messages, it is important that you perform the cleaning and then press the check mark on the screen. This resets the calculations. Clean burn pot. After approximately 1 week of stove operation, you will be prompted to scrape the burn pot. First, protect yourself by wearing heat-resistant gloves. Open the fire viewing door, and if your unit has a flame enhancer, pull it toward you to access the grate surface. Using the burn pot scraper, pull the ashes that may be laying in front of the fire and let them fall into the ash pan. Now, scrape the grate surface downward toward the auger. Do not scrape the fire out, just scrape under it. Any carbon deposits loosened at this time should be pushed out as new fuel is fed in. If the flame goes out during this process, close the door and let the fire get re-established. Empty ash pan. After 1 week of stove operation, you will be prompted to empty the ash pan. To do this, turn the unit off for the brief time so no fuel feeds onto the burn pot. Wearing heat-resistant gloves, remove the ash pan, close the ash pan door while emptying the ash pan. Keep the ashes in a closed metal container away from combustible materials until the ash is completely cooled. Replace the ash pan and press the power icon. Total clean. After burning approximately 1 ton of pellets, you will see a message telling you to do a total clean to keep your stove running as efficiently as possible. To do this, first shut down the stove by pressing the power icon. When the stove has completely cooled and stopped running, it is now safe to clean. This should take only about 15 minutes. To limit dust, run the combustion blower by pressing the test icon on menu 1. Touch the combustion fan icon 1 time to turn it to full RPMs. Open the fire viewing door. Clean the heat exchanger with a scraper tool. The surface of the heat exchanger and firebox are smooth for easy cleaning. The debris will fall into the ash pan. Tap on the burn pot. If your unit has a flame enhancer, pull the flame enhancer forward and scrape it. Then scrape the burn pot. Pay special attention to the lower corners next to the auger opening. Carbon deposits begin forming in this area. Make sure all burn pot holes are free and clear of debris or carbon. Use the provided Allen wrench to clean out the holes. Loosen screws to remove the burn pot grate to properly clean surfaces and holes. Clean igniter with the provided brush. Use a shop vac with a fine dust filter or an ash vac to vacuum debris from this area and anywhere else you notice dust. Replace the burn pot grate. Close the flame enhancer. Access the lower burn pot cleanout cover by loosening the 2 thumb screws. Clean the fly ash out of the burn pot. Vacuum debris from this area. Replace the cover when you're finished and be sure the cleanout opening is sealed before tightening the thumb screws. Turn off the combustion fan by pressing the combustion fan icon 3 times. Disconnect the power to safely clean the combustion fan. Access the combustion fan blade through the ash door. Remove the combustion inlet cover. Using the provided paintbrush, clean the blower wheel. Be careful not to bend the fan blades. Clean the flue exit with the flue brush provided. Enter the flue through the ash pan door and slide the flue brush under the combustion fan blades. Be careful not to go in too far, which could damage the exhaust sensing probe located near the entrance of the flue. Vacuum all remaining ash and residue. Reinstall the combustion inlet cover. Replace the ash pan and close the ash pan door. Turn off the combustion fan by pressing the icon 3 times. The stove must be cooled before cleaning the glass. Do not spray liquids onto hot glass. A soft, non-synthetic cloth works well, however you can also use a vinegar and water mixture or a non-abrasive glass cleaner. Your stove is now ready to efficiently burn your next ton of pellets. Generally, after burning every ton of pellets, we recommend that you clean the entire venting system. Your findings will judge whether this needs to be done more or less frequently. The frequency of cleaning depends largely on the quality of pellets. For your convenience, your local Harman dealer offers these professional maintenance services.